Jason, and I'm from A2 English class. I am from China, and I'm going to tell you guys about the book that Roald Dahltól made, George's Marvellous Medicine. The whole book is about a cranky old woman where George Cranky's grandma is a filthy old woman. And George Cranky wants to take revenge from her grandma. So, I'm going to tell you about the brown paint. And here it goes. Brown paint. George turned off the heat under the saucepan. He must leave plenty of time for it to cool down. And now the steam and froth had gone away. He peered into the giant pan to see what color the great medicine now was. It was a deep and brilliant blue. It needs more brown in it, George said. It simply must be brown or she'll get suspicious. George ran outside and dashed into his father's tool shed, where all the paints were kept. There was a row of cans on the shelf, all colors: black, green, red, pink, white, and brown. He reached for the can of brown. The label said simply dark brown gloss paint, 1 quart. He took a screwdriver and pressed up the lid. The can was 3/4 full. He rushed it back to the kitchen. He poured the whole lot into the saucepan. The saucepan was now full to the brim. Very gently, George stirred the paint into the mixture with the long wooden spoon. Aha! It was all turning brown. A lovely, rich, creamy brown. "Where's that medicine of mine, boy?" came the voice from the living room. "You're forgetting me. You're doing it on purpose. I shall tell your mother." "I'm not forgetting you, Grandma," George called back. "I'm thinking of you all the time, but there are still 10 minutes to go." "You're a nasty little maggot," the voice screeched back. "You're a lazy and disobedient little worm, and you're growing too fast." George fetched the bottle of Grandma's real medicine from the sideboard. He took out the cork and tipped it all down the sink. He then filled the bottle with his own magic mixture by dipping a small jug into the saucepan and using it as a pourer. He replaced the cork. Had it cooled down enough yet? Not quite. He held the bottle on the cool tap for a couple of minutes. The label came off into the wet, but that didn't matter. He dried the bottle with a dishcloth. All was now ready. That was it. The great moment had arrived. "Medicine time, Grandma," he called out. "I should hope so too," came the grumpy reply. The silver tablespoon in which the medicine was always given lay ready on the kitchen sideboard. George picked it up, holding the spoon in one hand and the bottle in the other. He advanced into the living room.